Hi everyone, welcome to my craft room. I'm so excited to be able to give you a tour of my craft room so you can see where all of the fun happens. As you tour, you're going to see a bit of Michael's, a bit of Joann's, Hobby Lobby, HSN, and other independent artists. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you get a lot of great ideas. Come in. We're open. When you first come through the door, this is the sight you'll see. If it looks like fun to you, trust me, it is. There's so much goodness in here, just waiting to be used, waiting for it waits for my imagination every day. I know you've already seen a reflection of the craft room, but I'd like to go around the perimeter and just briefly show you what nooks and crannies I've got here that holds all of this goodness. You'll see lots of drawers and bins, some cabinets, some crafty goodness that maybe you haven't seen in years because I haven't used it and they don't sell it anymore. So I'm just walking all the way around. I have to mention right now, this chair is a goodie. I found this at home at Tuesday morning and I had to get back. I knew it belonged in my craft room as soon as I saw it. Okay, so that's the once around my craft desk, around the perimeter of the craft room. Now I'll briefly tell you a little bit about each piece and what it holds. This bin came from Hobby Lobby and it holds just a lot of fun embellishments like tassels and bingo chips. It's actually wood finish on top and I put some vinyl with some washi around it. And speaking of washi tape, this is where I keep it. This drawer I believe I got at Ross. You're right, that's not all of the washi tape. It's right behind me. 4 stories of washi tape. Okay. 4 little shelves of it. As you can see, I did try to organize by color. I've also got some more stored in here, and that goes back a little distance. Back to the perimeter of my room, or this wall I should say, we've got these cabinets by Ikea, and inside I store more embellishments. The boxes aren't marked, but I do know what's inside of each of them, including some bling right there. But that's not all the bling. There's more bling behind me. We'll get to that later. On top of this cabinet from Ikea that I put together myself is my television. Yes, it's a small one, but I don't need much. A DVR, some controls, buttons with buttons behind, more washi tape. I forgot about this from Queen & Company, including some Disney washi tape. Moving on quickly, right at the top of my wall, or no, not at the very top because it goes up that I haven't used, are some cards, little cards that I've made and just keep on the wall. And up here, all of my markers, most of my markers I should say. We've got Copics, of course, and Tim Holtz Distress markers, sparkle markers, pencils by Spectrum Noir, aqua markers, and daubers for the inks. This embellishment center here I purchased at at Tuesday morning. Sitting on top of it is my collection of what I call Tiffany blue embellishments. Lots of different items. And this is a fun scale that I got at Nordstrom a couple of years ago. Sitting on top were pounds of more embellishments. Every nook is full of more fun, more goodness waiting to be used. Oh, here we go. More cards that I've made. Underneath this table from Ikea, I have Martha Stewart punches. These are my seasonal Martha Stewart punches. Next to that, I have envelopes and bags. 2 drawers of that. And then I have some wood, for the most part, wood embellishments. Here I have Sizzix dies, 3 drawers full. This is a cool Father's Day card I made. I'll have to tell more about that one. I love keeping brads on this metal, piece of pink metal. And these are just some fun, colorful brads that I could use. Lots of ribbon sitting right on top of another set of shelves that sit on the floor. This is my backup Big Shot, my Cricut Explore Air with my signature. It's not a signature I wrote onto my Air, but I cut my signature out of vinyl using my Cricut. And you'll see the same signature cut out again, and heart. I have a video that shows how to do that. I love this bin. I purchased this at Home Goods and I put all that bling on top of it just to make it a little extra sparkly. I love these bins with the windows you can see through. I've got in each of these bins decorative clothespins. In these bins I have more embellishments or more tools that I use, including Epiphany craft punches and the supplies necessary for that. And here I have some Cricut supplies because it sits above my other Cricut. I love this Cricut machine. I won't get rid of that one because it does not require the internet, as opposed to the Explore Air, which does require the internet. Bling. And sitting in here, I've shown this cabinet in a previous craft tour video. I purchased it at Home Goods a couple of years ago, and you'll see I have ribbon, spellbinder dies, and in each bin I've categorized Cuttlebug embossing folders. Moving on, I've got ribbon in these containers, a rounder from Hobby Lobby filled with tools, and in these cute boxes that I bought at least 50% off from Michael's are filled with items used for packaging cards and other projects. And in those drawers I have categorized by color scraps. Right next to that I have 6x6 pads, and I'm not going to open this, but in here I have 12x12 papers as well as 6x6 papers and some card kits. I've got a cage full of ribbon, wants to fly out and be used. I have supplies to create beautiful stick pens like those. I have 12x12 papers and card kits again. This is my Anna Griffin collection of her papers and other tools to embellish cards. And card kits at the bottom. No craft room can go without this Raskog cart from Ikea. And as you can see, I have adhesives at the top and punches. These are my other Martha Stewart punches. Here we have my original Cricut Explorer before the Air came out. And in these containers I have various materials, ribbons, and papers. And believe me, I know exactly what's in which. I know exactly what is in each box. I know my craft room quite well. I have 12 by 12 papers, mostly die cuts with a view. On this wall, I have ribbon, flowers, markers, buttons, lots and lots of buttons. This is some Mona Me Gabby embellishment. Back here I have these Ikea, I call them candy jars, and they're just filled with 3D embellishments. I have flowers in each of these bins, and I have larger embellishment pieces. Here I have 2 bins dedicated to Maya Road materials. Lots of adhesive in here. At the bottom, I have kits from Close to My Heart. Right here, I've got bling from Hobby Lobby and just a cute decorative purse. I have clear acrylic stamps, and I have them organized pretty much by vendor. Here you can see this is Stamps of Life and Creative Time for Me. Oh, actually it's called My Creative Time. Continuing along the perimeter, you're looking right now at the mirror of my craft room. Part of the mirror, half of the mirror. When I open the closet, you will see my collection of Close to My Heart clear acrylic stamps. And then I have more Stamps of Life, Hero Arts, my pink stamper, Lawn Fawn, and so on. Over here I have more My Creative Time stamps. Here's my collection of paper tray ink stamps. I love her stamps. And then once upon a time I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so I purchased a lot of their stamps as well. I didn't do it for very long though, because I moved on to Close to My Heart and I was with them for not too long as well. Here's a collection of papers. And in this cabinet I have jewelry supplies, so supplies to make jewelry. Now moving on to the middle of my craft room, my craft desk, which I purchased from Costco years ago. Every now and then I think it comes back out and it's super cheap. I want to say I paid under $200 and it is of the best quality. I already showed you my washi tape. Next to my washi tape, I have a cabinet that's filled with embossing powders, glitters, and most of the bling I keep in here is by Want to Scrap. Next to this really cool sign that I had to buy from Kirkland when I saw it, I have this bin from Costco, and it's filled, as you can see, with stickles, wind stamps, and more 6x6 pads of paper. I think I purchased this plant holder probably from Home Goods, and as you can see, I put some flowers on top in a little plastic container. And then these are Dollar Tree buckets, and I just filled them up here with, as you can see, adhesive fabric, some ribbon, and more wooden stamps. I purchased this recently from Michael's. I love it because it's on wheels. This is from Stampin' Up. These are my clear acrylic blocks. Decorative brads put in spice bottles on spice racks from Walmart. I have extra inks, Anna Griffin papers, more embellishments. Trust me, I know exactly what's in each of these boxes. Here I keep more of my 6x6 pads. These are dies, more dies for die cutting. This cart is from Ikea, and on top of it I keep my Caterpillar Pro. I love this. I recommend it because it lights up on the side and you can see exactly where you're cutting. As I said, I love this cart from Michael's because you can roll it easily. And behind it, I have more supplies. At the top, these are my punch boards from We Are Memory Keepers. And then I have more Anna Griffin and Cuttlebug Cricut supplies. This is from Harbor Freight. A lot of you I've seen have this. And I bought these little pails for I think $1 each at Target. I have a second Rascog cart. I'm going to push my groovy chair to the side so you can see that I keep stamps that I use readily, more stamps from Close to My Heart, my heat tools, and I have some spritzy inks, twine. Here I keep my beads for jewelry making. Right behind my door, I keep this on my wall, and it's just filled primarily with clear acrylic stamps. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you got some great ideas, and I